I used to wonder where I would stay for the night. In the shed of an acquaintance of my mother, in the trailer about 30 minutes out of town. She barely had enough money put together for gas, let alone a home. I started to wonder. Maybe if I were gone, it would be easier for my mom. One less mouth to feed, one less body to worry about, but not that she really worried about those things anyways. Since then, I was forced into raising myself. I have come to this conclusion. This will not be my story. These tragedies have hung over my head for years. I've gone through friends and more friends because some people just don't understand. How do you tell someone, sorry, you can't come to my house because there's no house for you to come to? Screaming, shaking my mom, trying to get her up so we could make it to school. Late per usual. I used to be so embarrassed walking into class. Of course, no one knew why, but I swore they all did. My older sister would tell me, we will be okay. But I could always see the despair radiate off her eyes as she tried not to cry. She didn't even believe it herself. I would lay in my bed and continue to cry myself to sleep night after night, trying so hard for no one to hear. I wanted to be strong for my little sister. I was 12 when I adopted the duties of a mother. I learned to French braid on my dolls so I could do it on my sister, hoping that was enough to make up for the mess we were involuntarily in. I've always tried to be really strong for her. I am determined this won't be her story either. So I realized I had to change my story. AVID became my first step. I knew that changing my story meant education was the theme. My mother dropped out of high school, and my dad graduated but did not attend college. I am a first-generation college student. I check all of the boxes of being set up to fail. I've had no parental guidance. I've grown up in poverty. I had no sense of what success even looked like. As an outsider looking in, you would have assumed I wouldn't be successful in school. You would have assumed I would get myself into trouble. Pregnant, drugs, you know the story. You would have assumed I wouldn't even graduate high school. But here I am. I'm changing my story. I've maintained a 3.5 GPA. I've volunteered over 250 hours to my community. I am a state champion and All-American cheerleader. I'll be attending and cheering at Oregon State University in the fall in hopes of becoming a physician's assistant in the future. My sister's story is changing too. She's a freshman AVID student and cheerleader at McMinnville High School. AVID is who I have to thank. AVID gave me a family, a classroom filled with brothers and sisters, and a mom who was there to push me, not only academically, but just to be a good human. AVID is the reason I dreamt so big, and the reason that one of my dreams is now my reality. Life got hard at times, really hard, but I was fortunate enough to have this family to lean on. Without the AVID program, it's hard to say where I would be, but one thing I know for sure, I would not be here. Yeah!